Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
Good boss of LumioseStation. How's it going, everybody? Got for you guys today my first live narrated Wi-Fi battle on this channel. Now, for those of you who missed it last week, I asked you guys if you would like me to do some live narrated Wi-Fi battles. I think I said showdown by accident at first, but no, this is going to be a live narrated Wi-Fi battle, and some of you guys said you would like to see that. And by all means, guys, if you would like to see more of these, then make sure to hit that like button, guys. The support is greatly appreciated, and this way I will know if you guys will like to see some more Wi-Fi battles coming from my end. Now let's take a look at my team. Now don't worry, the video will not be like this. I'm just showing you guys my team so you can see my opponent's team as well. And actually, now that I think about it, I should just quickly take a picture of both teams. This way I don't have to keep checking at my team to see what I have to switch into his team. Now looking at his team, it looks very odd. These are not common Pokemon in any that I see, but he doesn't really have anything to switch into my Specs Dragology, so I definitely know that's going to be a huge help for me. As for leads though, I'm thinking he might want to lead off with the Persian or the Marowak, so I believe that my best lead should actually be my Seismitoad. And also I definitely know that Dragology is going to come in handy, as well as most likely my Shifter, because he has nothing to safely switch into a knockoff. And if I do manage to knock off the Eviolite on that Mantite, that's going to be really good for me. So my opponent today is hold on, sorry, it is TehRealBat. His Twitter link would be down in the description, so if you guys want to go check him out, then by all means make sure to do so, as he does end up leading off with the Marowak as I lead off with my Seismitoad. What I kind of want to do, to be honest, is just go straight for a Toxic, which I know may seem odd, but that's because he does have a Mantike, which I believe does have the water absorb ability, so I don't want to give him free recovery then allow him to freely Toxic me, although he could be a Rest Talk variant, and unfortunately this Seismitoad does not have knockoff. What I could also do is get on my Stealth Rocks and scout out to see if that Mantike has the Defog. So let's see, ultimately I think Toxic is my better play, because even if he stays in and gets up rocks, I'll still be able to get that residual damage on his Marowak, as he actually ends up staying in. I'm not too sure if he thought he would be faster than me, or maybe he thought that I would predict him to switch out, as he actually ends up going for the knockoff, which means he most likely did think I would over predict, as I managed to Toxic him. Unfortunately, that knockoff does a hell of a lot of damage. Then again, I am especially defensive, and Marowak does have a pretty good attack set after the Thick Club, so that's going to be very, very scary. Good thing, I was also thinking about switching into my Uxie, but I was like, no, that's way too risky to do. So what I'm going to do is take this opportunity to go for the Scald, because I could possibly burn him, as he's going to make a nice play and switch out to most likely his Mantike, which I know was kind of obvious, but I felt that just staying in and being the aggressor by going for Scald was the best play for me to do. This way, I don't have to worry about Marowak right now. And let's see, I believe a good switch in is honestly just my Dragology, because I can switch in and potentially go for a Jerko Meteor, or possibly even a Sludge Bomb on something on his team. And I really love shiny Dragology, guys. It just looks so good as he goes for the Sclad. Fortunately he gets a brand. I know it's Scald, I say Sclad from time to time, and this is actually really bad. He made a nice play by Scalding, predicting my switch out. I believe just Sludge Bombing is my best play to do, because I hit his whole team for neutral damage, although he could switch into that Marowak. I could also Draco Meteor, but I don't know the special defense stat of Eviolite Mantike, and he could just rest off the damage. No, I think I'm a Dragon Pulse, because I'm Choice Specs modest, so I want to see how much damage this does. And for those of you who don't know, Dragology's ability, or hidden ability, which is adaptability, is actually not released, so I am running Poison Point. Although if I did have adaptability, then I would have definitely just straight up gone for Dragon Pulse, not having to really think about my other plays. Because either way, I hit his whole team for neutral with Dragon Pulse. I could have gone for Sludge Bomb, but obviously Marowak being a ground type does resist not sludge moves, but poison moves. So I do believe just Dragon Pulse is my better play to do, and hopefully this will be a potential to a KO on Mantike, because I know these things can be pretty bulky from the few times that I have seen them, although Then again, I'm just thinking about from last generation of seeing them. As he actually switches into the Torterra, this should be a Oko, hopefully. If not, then I will be forced to switch out just because Torterra is faster than me. Unfortunately, he just barely hangs on. And I should have definitely Draco Meteored. Although that could have given him a free switch into like his Golduck or his Raichu. Raichu could possibly be Nasty Plot, so he could have got up a free Nasty Plot. Then again, Golduck could also be like Subcalm Mind or something, because I have seen those variant of Golduck. So I guess in the long run, Dragon Pulse wasn't too bad of a play, because it was definitely my safer play to do. As this turn, I will definitely be able to just safely switch into my Uxie, which hopefully we'll be able to just go for the knockoff. And if I can knock off the Eviolite on Mantike, as I said at the beginning, then I will have a much easier time of dealing with it. So I'm going to bring in my Uxie, as he ends up going for the Stone Edge, which is not a bad play at all in the options that I switched into my Archeops, as he turns out to be a Life Orb, which is actually really good for me. Unfortunately though, he is now into Overgrow range, which is actually kind of scary. Thankfully though, Uxie is extremely fast, so I should be faster than him. The reason why I didn't go for knockoff is because I didn't want to risk him possibly living, so I'm able to get rid of the Mantike, the Torterra, which means that's one less Pokemon I have to deal with. Now, what do I want to switch in? If I bring in my Raichu, he can bring in the Marowak, and I don't think Grass Knot does too much damage to it. If I bring in Archeops, he most likely is going to bring in Raichu, which could possibly be Scarf. Then again, I could switch directly into my own Raichu, actually, now that I think about it. Although, then again, if I do bring in Archeops, he could get a free switch into Marowak, which would destroy something on my team. So I believe that Shift Tree is actually my safest switch in, just because I have Sucker Punch for Raichu, and Persian outside of Fake Out, obviously he can out-prioritize me, and then I have Leaf Storm for Marowak, and I should definitely be faster than Marowak. So by bringing in my Shift Tree, I put offensive pressure on his team. So let's see what he would like to bring in. As I said though, if his Golduck is Subcalm Mind, he can play around my Sucker Punch, as he actually ends up bringing in the Persian. The way he brought it in has me thinking that he most likely is going to just want to go for the Fake Out. And I believe these do get knockoff. I know they get U-turn. Can I really afford to take the Sucker Punch damage though, because I don't know if a Sucker Punch is going to be strong enough to knock him out, and that's what I'm kind of worried about. Then again, Persian doesn't really have the best defenses around. I'm going to run a quick damage calc though, just to be on the safe side, just because I want to see how much damage Sucker Punch will do from Naughty Shift Tree. Sucker Punch actually has a good chance to Oko after Life Orb damage, so what I'm going to do is Sucker Punch, predicting him to just want to go for Fake Out. Then the following turn, I will be able to knock him out with the Sucker Punch, as long as I do not get an extremely low roll. So here's the moment of truth. Does Persian learn Sucker Punch? I don't know, but that Fake Out did way too much damage to me. Good lord, Persian is actually pretty powerful. Damn, I was not expecting it to do that much damage, to be perfectly honest with you guys. But yeah, as long as I don't get absolute minimum damage, I should definitely knock him out. Are you kidding me? Really? What? I will show you guys the damage calc. Are you... I got a really low damage roll, I believe. Yeah, because I got absolute minimum damage. Are you... That's actually really upsetting. Luckily, though, I'm able to get rid of the Persian. Unfortunately, my Raichu does not have Hidden Power Ice because I have Encore, just for Pokemon that want to try to set up. I'm thinking maybe Uxie is my best switch-in. Because I can take a hit from Raichu, I can take a hit from Golduck, I can knock off Marowak's Bone Club, and I can knock off Mantike's Eviolite. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe Uxie is my best switch-in right now, as he does bring in the Marowak. Unfortunately, he does have the knockoff, which is going to do a lot of damage to me, so I don't know if I should honestly risk staying in. This thing is actually quite the problem. I don't remember Marowak's base speed, so let me look it up real quick. See, this isn't like Pokemon Showdown where I can just put /data Marowak. I gotta go check on smogon.com if this page would stop. It's kind of stormy here, so I'm not surprised that this page is being a little bit laggy. I apologize, guys, but I honestly do not remember the speed of Marowak. H-I-J-K-L, Marowak, it's 45. And I believe Dragology's is 44, so I will not outspeed him. Oh. I'm really debating on what I should do, because Marowak hits my team so hard. But if I can go for the knockoff and get rid of that Bone Club, then I won't have to be as worried about it, I believe. I have 25 seconds to decide what to do. I think I'm just gonna stay in and knock off, just to get rid of his Bone Club. And after that, I don't think his knockoff should actually do too much damage to me. Oh, it's Thick Club. Oh, my bad. I thought it was called Bone Club. As he knocks off, does a respectable amount of damage, as he's able to get rid of my leftovers. Luckily, though, the talk is really racking up on him, and I'm just gonna stay in, and I'm gonna go for the Zen Headbutt just to try to get off damage on this Marowak, just so I can bring it down to a point where I can safely bring in my Archeops, hopefully, and just safely go for an Acrobatus, because nothing on his team will safely switch in, and I think Raichu will still take a respectable amount of damage from it, and it is going to be a speed tie if he's not Scarf. Also, I could get the flinch. Unfortunately, though, I do not get the flinch, as he's going to be able to get off another solid amount of damage on me. And I'm guessing he doesn't have Stealth Rocks on this, because he could have definitely gone for them. But it's fine, though, because if I get rid of this, I am A-okay with that. So hopefully he won't go for the rocks this turn, because if he does, that could actually be really bad for me. And I miss. Well, then again, I can't be too upset about that, just because Zen Headbutt does have such low accuracy, so I should honestly not be salty about that whatsoever. Although I might have been able to bring him down to a point where Toxic would have knocked him out this turn, so I guess the fact that I missed really does not matter in the long run of the battle, as I'm able to get rid of one more giant threat. Unfortunately, though, that Raichu is looking to be like a bit of a problem as he brings it in. I'm definitely gonna Zen Headbutt. I do not want to allow him to just freely get up a substitute or a possible nasty plot. And obviously this gen electric types cannot get paralyzed, so I can't go for the Thunder Wave. Then again, Raichu does have Lightning Rod, so it would have been really bad for me to go for Thunder Wave. As this turn, I should honestly be able to just switch right into my Dragology, I believe. Yeah, because I can definitely take any one hit that this Raichu wants to go for, and I'm just gonna go straight up for a Draco Meteor, I believe. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna Draco Meteor. Even if this is HP Ice, I can live any one hit, as he actually goes for the nasty plot. What? Is it Focus Sashed? There's no way this can be sashed. Wow! I did not see that coming. What? That's actually a little bit scary, not gonna lie, but honestly it's not a big deal, seeing as my Raichu is scarfed, so I'm fine with that, as it turns out that he does have Hidden Power Ice. Can I live? Oh, I lived on 2 HP! Not even bad! Yes, Dragology coming through. This is really good, because now, with his Torterra gone and his Marowak gone, I win with Raichu. This is not even bad. Wow! Dragology has insane special bulk, because this Dragology is actually max HP, max special attack. So that was really lucky on my part, not even gonna lie. Then again, I could also possibly bring in Archeops, I believe. Because what if Mantine can live one attack? That's what I'm kind of worried about. No. Yeah, because if he brings in Golduck, I'm probably going to Volt Switch if he brings in Golduck, because I don't think a stock-powered Thunderbolt can knock it out. I'm thirsty. Some nice Hawaiian Punch. So definitely just gonna go for the Volt Switch, and I'm very positive he doesn't have something like Lightning Rod or Volt Absorb. So he is able to just barely live, so if I had Thunderbolted, I would have definitely knocked him out. But this way, I'm just going to bring in my Seismitoad. I know that I'm dragging out this battle longer than it has to be, but honestly, in the long run, I'm in a position where I've definitely got this game won. It's just a matter of I don't have to make any risky plays in order to win this battle. And that's how I tend to play games. Like, if I know I'm in a favorable position and I know that I'm going to win, I'm not going to take any chance to ruin that chance of me still winning the game. So I'm just going to go for a Toxic, just honestly leaving in this Seismitoad for Death Fodder. Then again, what I might do is just switch right into my Archeops. This way I can kind of speed up the process and not just stay in here, as he does turn out to have the rest, as I was thinking. So he probably doesn't have the defog, which means that Focus-Sash Raichu is still very, very odd if you ask me. But yeah, definitely going to switch right into Archeops. I should be able to live with Scald if he wants to go for it, and then I can get off a little bit of damage with the Acrobatics and then be able to just go for a Thunderbolt with my Raichu to finish off this Mantike and win the battle after I knock out the Golduck. So he does pull the Scald. Wow. Wow. So I do manage to live, which is nice. And he gets a burn. Hey man, I can't even be upset. This Mantike is well trained. It is definitely well trained. I'm just going to go for the Stone Edge. I lose nothing by it anyways. And I can get off super effective damage, and actually I get off enough damage to where a Volt Switch will knock him out actually. And then this way I can Volt Switch into my oh no, he's gonna wake up this turn. Wow, okay, well he's gonna wake up this turn and most likely just go for the rest. So if anything, I'm gonna get on my Stealth Rocks late game. That's actually kind of upsetting because this battle is going to get dragged out a little longer. Yeah, okay, so I did predict the rest. And honestly, I'm just going to bring in Raichu, just straight up Thunderbolt, because I don't want to mess around any more than I have to. But yeah, I apologize guys that this is being dragged out a couple minutes longer than it honestly has to be. And now we get a free switch into Raichu. If you get the nickname, then good for you. You're definitely a monster. Just straight up gonna Thunderbolt, and as I said, this should definitely be able to knock him out. If it doesn't knock him out, I'm gonna be surprised. Holy crap! Mantike, the bulk. Please don't pull Scald. Come on, man. Really? Is this gonna burn me too? What? I call shenanigans. Come on now. He's got a Scald all 3 times. Well, not a. Bleh, he got a burn all 3 times. See? This is what happens when you play a game safe. You get haxed. See, now I'm kind of worried about that Golduck. That's so upsetting. And it's all because I also didn't die from the burn damage, which is pretty dumb. Please tell me I knocked this out with Thunderbolt. Yeah, because this is super effective. Raichu has a pretty respectable special attack stat. Thank you! I was actually really scared that I wouldn't knock it out with Thunderbolt. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the 2-0 victory in my favor. I know, like, the last, 5 minutes were kind of dragged out. But as I said, if I know I'm in a position where I can win, I just like to be able to just play safe and not really have to make risky plays. Although, if he had lived that Thunderbolt and knocked me out, he could have possibly had Grass Knot or Hidden Power Grass and could have knocked my Seismitoad out and he would have won. Thankfully though, Raichu came through, and hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, then make sure to hit that like button and let me know if you guys would like to see some more live narrated Wi-Fi battles. My channel link will be down in the description, so feel free to come check me out. With that being said, guys, I will see you all next week. So later, everybody.